Okay, everyone. For those of you that might be having some trouble navigating Unified Classroom and having some issues with your assignments and what's expected of you for the assignments that were assigned on 9/23, here's a little video to help you out. So up at the top of your Unified Classroom page here, you want to make sure that you are clicking Science, okay? It's going to say Science 6, and it's also going to have my name. So you're going to click on the box, okay? It's not going to bring you to this page, but you're going to need to click Class Pages, okay? That is going to bring you to here, okay? You don't see all of the things I see. That's okay. So we are going down to here. What even is science? Starting date was 9/21. We're going to click on that. We have some more options pop up here. Recorded lessons or independent learning. So this home page for what is science has a couple of tools for you. It has some student learning objectives, okay? It has a graphic organizer that we will be completing together. That is not part of these assignments. If you look over to the right, we've got some more tools for you. We have a document of all of our vocabulary right here, okay? And we have a video that helps us form a hypothesis that helps explain that if-then model. More tools for you. If you go to recorded lessons. So this right here, this is the lesson of me explaining all of our vocabulary words. Okay. If you scroll down, I have the recording made into slides for you. Okay. If you scroll back up, has some of our videos that we watched, our dancing raisins with the two boys, and then the experiment I did with your feedback, our take on the dancing raisins. Okay? So these are tools for you. Find our independent learning assignments. All of our assignments here are going to be independent learning activities. So we're going to click on that. And our first assignment is our hypothesis versus prediction discussion. There are two parts. Part number 1, tell the difference between hypothesis and prediction. Second part, what is the difference between an observation and an inference? You are to answer the questions, read some of your classmates' responses, and respond to one person. In your response, tell your classmate if you agree or if you disagree. If you disagree, explain why. Okay? So to get to this assignment, you just click and it brings you up to where it says new post. And you would click discussion details to get your instructions again. Subject would be your name. And then in this area here is where you would write your response. But we're not going to do that today, right now. Your activity number 2, creating a hypothesis worksheet. Now pay close attention here because I created a scaffolded version to help us out if we're having a little trouble. So we're clicking on creating hypotheses. Okay. We have our assignment back come up. I have a couple more steps to have to do, so you may get there a little bit sooner than I do. So we are creating hypotheses. This first document is the rubric. It tells you how I am scoring you. This second document is the unscaffolded version. This is the harder version. This one here is the scaffolded. This is going to help you if you're having a little bit of trouble or you need a little bit of extra help. So most of us, if not all of us, are going to be working in this third last document. This is what pops up. You should see a bunch of colors, our instructions. We're taking our questions and we're making them into if-then statements. So our example question, what effect does sunlight have on your mood? And our hypothesis, if there is more sunlight, then your mood is more positive. So we're going to copy that format, that if-then format, because that's how we write hypotheses for the rest of the questions. Our third activity is observations around the house. There's only one document here, so it's a little less confusing. We're going to click on it. Here are instructions. Grab your notebooks and pencils. You are about to make some observations around where you live. Define the two different kinds of observations we can make. Okay? So right here, you would define qualitative observations, and then here, you would define quantitative observations. You would provide 3 examples from your life at home of observations that you made today. For example, I watched my dog take 5 drinks of water. That would be a quantitative observation because you counted how many times your dog drank. Make sure that you go back and look at the definitions we have for each type of observation. Right? That is going to help you when you are writing down the definition, figuring out what kind of observations you are making. Okay. Now for all of these assignments where you're working in a Word document here, you have to click the pencil to be able to write in the document. Okay. Now you can see we have some options here. We've got our font type, size, highlighting, and we can see our cursor where we can start to type. So that key step is clicking that pencil. Now when we're done with the assignment, on your page there will be a submit button. Make sure that when you're done, you are clicking that submit button. Okay. Let's go back to our class pages. You're always going to go to that welcome page. So our steps to finding our assignments are looking over here into what we see on our screen. So you're only seeing these first few boxes. We're clicking on what even is science. This is where your resources and independent learning activities will be posted on this page and then in the 2 sub pages. Hopefully this helps you get to where you need to be and show me what you know.